Welcome to My Wild Magic with me, your host, Adrienne Cobb. Join me on a journey back home to your truest self in this inspiring, enlightening, and entertaining show. After a near-death experience in a car crash at 15 years old, I made a choice to stay and brought back with me 3 simple truths that I found from the other side. Love is all there is. Our time is over here quicker than we think, and we all have a purpose, a soul blueprint to fulfill. On this show, you will find a higher purpose, a creative expression, and unique soul attributes that you can bring forth into this world. Stay tuned with me for the next hour and find your higher purpose on My Wild Magic, starting now. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I am thrilled to bring on my special guest today, which is Gloria Boysal, and she has she's very gifted, very talented in connecting in with the angelic realms, as well as mediumship and helping other people who have crossed over, helping you with your loved ones and things like that. And she's going to be on today talking about the guardian angels. She also has an upcoming course on the guardian angels. You can find that in the link below. And we'll also tell you how you can sign up for that if you're interested. So all about the guardian angel today. So welcome, Gloria.
Thank you, Adrienne. I'm excited to be here.
I know it. It's not just you and me. It's like our guardian angels too. It's like it's you, me, and our guardian angels. And yeah.
Well, I've been learning so much about guardian angels, and I'm falling in love with them more and more every day. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So just to dive right in and talk about it.
Yeah. So really, one of the questions I get asked a lot about the guardian angel is it a loved one? Is it my tribe or council of light? Like, what's unique about the guardian angel? Like, is it a dedicated type of vibrational frequency angel, or is it, oh, it's my Aunt Sue, or, oh, it's my, whatever. So what's the difference, first of all, with the guardian angel?
Okay, we each have our own guardian angel. And from my understanding, it's not a deceased loved one.
I agree.
It's a guardian angel. It's a celestial light being, a guardian angel. And this guardian angel is given to you for your protection, for your safety. And it's amazing because the guardian angel can protect you on lots of levels. So we think our guardian angel keeps us safe physically, which our guardian angel does. However, our guardian angel works at keeping us safe mentally, spiritually, emotionally, on every level. Our guardian angel can even help us if someone's trying to attack us, say with their anger. Our guardian angel can act like a block or a wall to stop that anger from, say, piercing in your heart.
Yeah. So one of the things I've heard, and read about at times is having a divine intervention. Like every once in a while, if we're really in harm's way, or there's really something coming at us that's harsher than maybe what our soul needs to experience, that certain beings, maybe guardian angels, will step in as a divine intervention in a sense. So is that kind of what you mean with that? Like they will?
Absolutely. In fact, I've been shown so many times when my guardian angel has stepped in on many levels. And even just yesterday in meditation, I was shown again in 2 car accidents, my guardian angel saved me. One car accident, I would have went through the windshield. Another car accident, I flipped my car 3 times down an embankment. And the guardian angel she told me she acted as a cushion. Like it's as if she surrounded my body like a cushion. And I remember my head being pushed up against the top of the car, and I could feel her being there because she said I would have broken my neck.
Wow. Yes. I've also been in a car accident, and I feel like I was divinely protected as well. And that's amazing though. Like it's so cool to think about that this energetic being, which sometimes we don't know if they exist or not, they're just on this, but they're energetic beings, but yet they can literally physically protect you, cushion you, that kind of thing. That's a really amazing concept. I love it. It's sort of like 2 worlds colliding in a sense. You got your guardian angel coming in and helping, but literally into the physical world. And I have had some other clients I remember talking to over time where literally it was kind of a near-death experience for them, where they were drowning or car accidents or things like that. But they literally saw an angel come in and kind of pull them back to the surface. Otherwise, they would have died. So I've had quite a few clients mention that kind of protection.
My guardian angel helped me once when I had a sundress on in a canoe and it had flipped over, and my sundress the water was over my head, and my sundress got tangled in some branches. And I didn't think to pull the darn thing off because I wouldn't have cared at that point, right? But I was shown that my guardian angel my dress was all ripped. She ripped it so I could get out of that situation.
Yeah, that's such a testament to how we interact, and we're living worlds within worlds that do literally overlap.
It's amazing. It's just amazing. I'm so excited that this guardian angel information is coming to me now. And, I never gave much thought to guardian angels. I really didn't. And I would talk with the Senate Masters or other angels, but I didn't give any thought to guardian angels until she showed up and said, guardian angel,
I know they're being so taken for granted, those guardian angels. Yeah. So logistically, so the guardian angel, and do you think that they stay with you lifetime to lifetime, or do you think that they come in just for that lifetime and then a new guardian angel comes in other lifetimes? Like let
me feel that a moment, Adrienne, because I've been told that one way or another. And I can feel my guardian angel here, and her name is Therese. And I told her I didn't like that name. So she said that I could call her, she's Light of Therese. And she said I could call her Lot if I want, for short, because she helps me a lot.
I like that. Yeah.
And I can feel her here. So let me just.
Okay. And I'll tune in with you.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm getting yes and no. So some folks are more attached to their guardian angels than others, even if it's not on a conscious level, maybe on an eternal soul level. So a guardian angel will assist a person in more than one lifetime. However, what I'm getting is that that's not always the case. You may get different guardian angels in each lifetime, or you can have the same guardian angel if that's what your soul is wanting for lifetimes.
Yeah, I did get the same thing, actually. I was noticing, I'm like, wow, some people do have it connected and some people it changes out. I think that the key to it is not only your soul with the guardian angel, what you're wanting, but also it feels as though the guardian angel is its own light being, and angels do have free will. Absolutely. And as they evolve, I'm going to take a ride with this soul for this many lifetimes because I'm learning something, but when I'm done, I'll move on and some other soul can come in. So it might be maybe both ways, that you have a preference and they are also evolving and might complete too, which is also very respectful. I think sometimes we think of angels like pets. Come here, come on, give me a kiss. You know what I mean? Come help me out. Come do this for me. Find me a parking spot. Help me out financially. Or we kind of treat them like pets sometimes, I think, without really fully realizing that they own. We're always asking them for something, but in truth, and they are of service, but they do have their own evolutions, especially depending on where they're at. And guardian angels might really be learning a lot by getting to help your soul too. I think I'm giving mine a run for its money for sure. It's going to be like, I'm glad that lifetime's over. I'm handing her off to somebody else,
Well, I had no idea how often my guardian angel had literally saved my life.
I haven't either. Like, it was so profound. Gloria, she has an upcoming course on guardian angels. I'm going to have you tell us a little bit about that in just a moment. But in having her on the show and stuff, she offered to do a guardian angel reading for me. So she does do guardian angel readings. And I mean, I work with angels all the time for years, and I've even written books and included a chapter on the guardian angel. But the short period of time that you and I talked, probably less than an hour, I learned so much, not only about my guardian angel, and I felt so much more connected to it, but I learned a lot about myself, because the guardian angel shows you things about your behaviors and maybe your blind spots where they've been helping you out that you've maybe been, again, kind of taken for granted. And after we talked, Gloria, I ended up having, so in my reading that Gloria did for me, the keynote signature was slow down. Now I have like 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever many planets in Aries. So speed is the name of my game. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way I roll. And you're the guardian angel, and you can, say what kind of came in if you like. But after, well, go ahead and do that. Like, if you can kind of recap a little, because you capture such a beautiful essence to it.
May I tell you the name of your guardian angel?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah.
It's interesting to me because I did a guardian angel session with someone else, and the name didn't come through at all. In fact, I was told if she wants to know the name, she can pray on it. However, for yours, as soon as we talked about it, before I even gave you your session, I felt like your guardian angel was there. I could hear the name. It's Maria. And it was like, I felt like following me around or something. The presence was so strong.
Yeah. I was late for the call that day. We got our time. I got the time zones mixed up. And so my guardian angel's basically hounding Gloria. Tell her this and tell her that. And give her on the phone. And, and I'm like, God, I think I'm supposed to have a session with Gloria, and it's getting later. I should just call her. Gloria's like, oh my God, your guardian angel's been like here all day. Thank goodness we're talking.
Yeah, it did feel that way. Well, she basically said it's your swiftness, and that creates the most harmful situations for you. Mm-hmm. And that she's helped you with cooking, not to get severely burned. She's helped you in car accidents. She's helped you like climbing around, hiking, not to fall. She's also kept other people's emotions from you that are harmful. There's been one in particular, actually a couple are showing up, that really wanted to harm you. And so she would act like a block.
Yeah, I like that.
She's showing me hockey. I don't know hockey, but she's showing me hockey. You know how they block when you...
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so she's showing me hockey, and that's what she sometimes would do for you regarding other people's emotions trying to harm you.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that. So we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back, and I'm going to tell you sort of the results of that session in just a moment. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So we are with Gloria Boysal. We are talking about the guardian angel and how the guardian angel comes in and can do divine interventions to protect us, and that how we are all given a guardian angel, which for me, I just find so comforting, especially to feel like you're not alone, or you got this being that's kind of governing you and stuff. But to follow up, so Gloria did a session for me, and it opened up this huge doorway of really getting my attention about slow down. Your swiftness is what's causing the problem. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably true. Yeah, sounds good. So then that night I had this dream where I'm literally hurling through the atmosphere, like nonstop, can't stop myself. I am hurling kind of out of control. I can sort of control where I'm going, but I'm not in control of being able to stop. And this female being reaches up and grabs my foot as I go hurling by her and yanks me down. And I'm so grateful. And I come crashing down into earth, into this snow pile, all this white snow, and it kind of buffers my landing. And I didn't mind at all. And it was just white, pure snow, and it's kind of cruise into it at light speed. And I felt like I could take a breath, like, oh my God, I feel like I can finally stop. And then I had an astrology reading yesterday. And the woman's looking and she's like, oh, you got a lot of Aries. It feels like everything's really moving fast. And you've got this Mars Uranus thing going on in the first house. You need to slow down or you could get hurt. You need to slow way down, especially driving or cooking or anything. I'm like, oh my goodness, wow. Anyway, so the message came in several times, not to mention from some other people as well who know me. And it just like it opened a doorway. It's like my whole life I've known that but somehow when you delivered the information, it's sort of like that guardian angel energy got my attention in a way that's different than maybe somebody talking to me. And it just, maybe it's like it was talking to my soul, like something was so deep about it that I could feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, your guardian angel suggested to that woman to tell you to slow down.
Okay.
Her guardian angel is the one that pulled you in your dream.
Yeah. It felt like her signature tone.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are ways that she helps you emotionally. You see, like they come in and they work with others. So they'll work with your I am presence, your higher God self. They work with spirit guides. It's like they all come together and they create a little circle for you, a celestial love circle that's there to protect you and take care of you. It's so beautiful. To me, it's an expression of how big God loves us that we have this personal guardian angel among others that are assigned just for us.
Yeah, for some reason it was so comforting. But like you said, there's like a circle because I work a lot with tribes of light, you know, my own and other people. I work a lot with the I am presence. But somehow when the guardian angel came in, it's like it closed the circle for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all this, like my own presence, I got to pray to that for that. And then my tribe of light's over here and I pray to that for that. But somehow when she came in, I felt like the network of communication, all the networks kind of came together and it just harnessed something. It grounded something in me that was very unique. It was very palpable, the feeling of it, that I have just been napping in the afternoon and planting banana trees and picking blackberries, like doing things that are quite peaceful when maybe I would run a little bit more on the active side of my day.
Yeah. Well, what I'm getting, Adrienne, is that your guardian angel's been holding your hand for a very long time. And it feels like this guardian angel's been with you more than one lifetime.
I do agree with that. Yeah, she feels familiar.
Yes. And what's happened, the reason you feel the circle closing, it's like your mama holding your hand and you didn't know her all those years. And now,
Yeah.
now you get to know her on a personal level. So it feels like, wow, that's why it's all come together for you. See, it's like, oh, there's the mama. There's
I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. So with the guardian angel, I like what you were saying that the guardian angel can actually communicate to other people's soul, higher self energy to
yes.
communicate something. Like I usually have a rule of thumb. I usually have to hear something 3 times before I take it like super serious into my life. Like with this, I heard you say it, I had it in the dream, and then the Celeste said it, right? So we had all these people come in, but it was my 3rd time. You know what I mean?
You understand that each time it was your guardian angel saying it to you.
All the time. Exactly. So I really like how that happens. So the other thing I find that people who are high empaths or intuitive, that they do pick up a lot on other people. And sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between, are these my emotions, feelings, and thoughts, or are they somebody else's? How do you think the guardian angel helps with people that have high empathy when it comes to listening to the collective consciousness, the earth, animals, other people? How does the guardian angel kind of help with empathy specifically?
I'm seeing pictures for that. So I see a guardian angel nudging a person's personal spirit guide. And so what it feels like to me, they work hand in hand. And there is some overlapping, but a guardian angel's main job, if you will, or title, is to protect you. So if it's protection emotionally, mentally, physically, it doesn't matter. So if the guardian angel with empaths, because the guardian angel, what I'm hearing is they would have to work overtime. I mean, literally have to work overtime because empaths are picking up so much everywhere all the time. So they work very closely with a person's spirit guide to help with that. And so the spirit guide comes in and the spirit guide whispers and the guardian angel blocks. And so I'm seeing the spirit guide whispering truth statements.
And you mean, when you say guardian, spirit guide, you mean like somebody's tribal council of light, like their angels or their star beings or whatever beings they kind of work with, that's in their council that helps them with their soul's evolution, basically is giving direction to the guardian angel when is necessary.
It feels like they work together all the time. I don't think there's one that starts over the other. I think
see.
Whoever's needed, boom, they just that one comes forth, right? So like they're showing me really harsh energy. Let's say an empath all of a sudden feels this tremendous anger, and this person's just sitting there in their peaceful state. That's not their anger. So the first thing that happens, the guardian angel's doing this, and that guardian angel can literally block some of that anger from even coming into that person's essence. Where the spirit guide, I see the spirit guide goes, whoa, blockage time, kind of like that, and comes, well, like flying in, if you will. I'm not sure how they get it, how it all works, but the spirit guide will begin telling the truth, like keeping the person calm, letting them know it's not their energy, making suggestions on how to do it differently, how to receive information differently, practice that they might be able to begin using. The spirit guide will do whatever's necessary while the guardian angel's busy taking care of that.
Kind of more on a tactical level.
Yes.
Guardian angel is kind of more on the tactical, like auric field level of helping that person. Yeah. So now I'm concerned about the guardian angel. So how do they handle themselves? Like that's a lot of energy for guardian to take on. So how do they?
They're saying no, Adrienne, don't go there. I'm just hearing such a big no, like no, don't mix us up with humans. We're not human. We're not human. We don't carry all of that. Like it's so clear to me.
It's just energy, boom, done. Don't take it personally. They're just doesn't harm their energy field at all.
It doesn't phase them. Like they take none of that in. They are so godly that their light is so bright and so filled with God radiance, God energy, that nothing can penetrate it. It just can't be penetrated. Only can penetrate it is more God light, more love, more of the higher qualities, if you will.
Well, but go ahead.
That's okay. Go ahead.
So I have started blessing my guardian angel. Like I've included her in my blessing ball that I do in the mornings now. I'm blessing my guardian angel. I'm so grateful for her. Thank you so much for being here and helping me throughout the day. So guardian angels can protect. But the other thing I wondered about guardian angels is sometimes if somebody has maybe lost a loved one or they're grieving or there's been a trauma, do they also bring comforting energy in? Like
they do. They do.
So how does that work just in terms of
it feels like when you're grieving, especially if you're grieving deeply, you'll have a whole tribe of beings, light, glorious beings working on your behalf. And the guardian angel is one of those beings. And I see them talking. So they're conversing about the best route to go, who needs to do what. It's like they give themselves assignments or together as a group and decide who can do what when. And because a person grieving can sometimes lose sight of life and living. They're in that energy of there's no living. So they bring forth living light is what it's
that's
like.
Beautiful.
They're calling it living light. And the guardian angel will also bring forth that living light because it's part of what the guardian angel does so that you're not harmed. So at that time of grief, they all have, I think it's some kind of ray or something, Adrienne.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like living light, all of a sudden I was thinking feels like an actual ray that they channel from source energy. And it's its own unique ray, and whether it's a ray that protects or a ray that's life-giving or life-protecting, it's all the same. Because that was my next question is I wonder where guardian angels fit in the big scheme of things, where they come from, what they're like archangels, help us with our feeling bodies and our master teachers, but what's the deal with a guardian angel? You know what I mean? Like in that level, but maybe they are a ray holder of living light, which is higher frequency of source energy, God consciousness.
Well, I see this living light, and it does seem like
It
beams.
does, yeah.
Yeah, and at the time, it's like they all soak more living light into their being when someone's grieving, and they all radiate it to the grieving person.
Mm.
And it's so beautiful. And I believe guardian angels, they really are like your parent, but they're your celestial parent. You know how when you're born, if a parent doesn't keep you from harm, you're going to get hurt as a baby, as a toddler, as a preschooler, and so forth.
Yeah, yeah.
So the guardian angel is there as like a parent. It feels
Wow.
like it's parental type protection, but all your life.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back to go deeper into the guardian angels. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. So we are talking to Gloria Boysal about the guardian angel. And gosh, the longer we talk, the more I just feel this, like I'm just being imbued more and more and more in this peaceful energy that's so healing. And I find that for a lot of people, I was telling Gloria during the break that it feels like your inner child has this, magical child energy has this such an affinity for the guardian angel, like this instant knowingness and recognition of the guardian angel, you know what I mean? And I think as we get a little older, we just somehow, I don't know, forget about it or whatever we do on that level. Yeah. So how can people get in touch with you if they're wanting to do a guardian angel session and your course? Tell me a little bit about your guardian angel course coming up.
Well, I just recently, I would say the end of June, really started understanding about guardian angels. Just to give a little backstory, the first time I was in meditation and I felt a presence and I immediately knew, I don't know how, but I knew it was my guardian angel. But then other beings came and they said, I stand with God's army stands with me. And they took me through a series of situations from my childhood through my adulthood that were very difficult for me. And each time I would see that they would rewrite the story with me and say, I stand with God's army stands with me. So that was my first experience. And then my next one, guardian angel came through in my meditation and said, you will be teaching a guardian angel course. And I said, I don't know anything about guardian angels. She said, I will tell you. And I said, and she just began telling me about guardian angels. And by the end of the meditation, I forgot. Like I couldn't remember anything she told me. And I remember saying at the end, well, if I can't remember anything, how can I teach a guardian angel course? And she said, I will tell you. So since then, she has been telling me.
That's so amazing.
She even told me how long it would be, three times. So it's once a week for 3 consecutive weeks, starting tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time. I use a conference call number. And if you're interested, I have it written here, so I would make sure to do it correctly. It's lu.ma/angel-course. So basically Luma/angel-course, but there's a dot in between the U and the M. So lu.ma/angel-course. And you can also email me if you want to ask any questions or anything you want to know. And just email me. The easiest one would be my name, Gloria Boysal, and Boysal spelled BOYSAL @gmail.com.
That's easy. Yep. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah. And I hope you do. So, yeah, like I said, it was a profound thing. And I do a lot of spiritual work with people all the time, but this one just really just sunk in for me. You know what I mean? It just was very meaningful. And I think also it's just very personal because it's not just angels or star beings or beings out there in the universe. It's literally so personal to you.
Yes.
That it's got a whole different resonance to it on that level. So let's say with the guardian angel, then for people who are healers, or maybe you have children or whatever, and you're working with the guardian angel, Can you ask somebody's guardian angel? Like I know somebody who is under a lot of stress and grief from a loss of a loved one. Can I ask their guardian angel to help? Do I need to ask? I mean, it sounds like they already kind of have it handled, but
Yeah.
just as empaths and healers, a lot of times we want to bless somebody or call somebody in. So does the guardian angel respond to that, or?
Yes. I'm hearing that prayers never hurt. They can only help. When your intention is pure and you want to assist someone, prayers always help. However, the guardian angel is quite aware of what the person needs and will act on that person's behalf regardless if the person receives prayer or not. But prayers can only help. So you definitely can call forth the guardian angel.
Yeah, and it might be comforting. And so, like, let's say if I was stressing about the person in stress, does that person's guardian angel help me too, or maybe just talks to my guardian angel to comfort me? Like, the other guardian angels help other people, or they really stay focused on that one individual?
It's so interesting when you ask that. Like, you're asking me questions that I don't know till you ask them, some of them. And I find it fascinating because I can feel the guardian angel just keeps telling me, and it's wonderful. It's like, okay, she's right. She is going to tell me. What I immediately saw was two guardian angels coming together and talking, yours and theirs, say. And they're like, she's at it again. Like, and they know that. So somehow they work together. Like, I'm not sure what they do exactly, but I see the guardian angels. It feels like they're all quite familiar with each other, and they come together on behalf of whoever they're protecting. And they talk about solutions. Basically, they talk about if they want to bring in other, say your tribe of light, if they want to bring in a spirit guide. It feels like this is so interesting to me, Adrienne, because right now I'm hearing it. They'll even call forth a cosmic being if need be. Like,
wow. So they can kind of put a phone call in for more backup, for more resources.
Yes.
If the person needs it. Yeah.
Isn't that fascinating?
It really is.
So it's not just your personal tribe of light that they'll call forth and they'll all converse and figure out what you need, but they'll go where they need to go and talk to whoever they need to talk to on your behalf.
They're fearless about that. Yeah. So they don't necessarily intervene for another soul. That kind of gets out of their wheelhouse, but they will talk to the guardian angel of the other person.
I'll give you an example that I was shown. I may have told you this, but for your audience, I used to teach preschool, and I looked out the door and there was a little girl in the middle of a very busy street. She was 3 years old. She was tiny. In fact, she was the tiniest girl in that classroom. And I took off running, and I picked her up, and the car got quite close to us. I mean, it was screeching and, tires and all that. And the guy came out and started, and I held her, and I was trembling. I was just trembling and holding her close to my chest. And he was there, and he was screaming at me. I could have killed her. We didn't know what else to do. He almost killed a child, and he was traumatized. I get it. And I was traumatized. Mm-hmm. So I asked my guardian angel. I didn't ask her about that. I hadn't thought about it in years. She showed me how it worked. And what I saw myself running, and I think it's faster than I'd ever run in my life, right? And I saw her beside me. It's almost as if she helped me to run faster, which I guess she did.
I have seen that before, yes.
And then I saw the little girl with a guardian angel with her. And then I saw the gentleman and his guardian angel whispering to him to slow down before he got there. And then I see his guardian angel with him. I see the guardian angels with each of us. I think they all worked together. They knew that was going to happen. Yeah. So they all came together because each person, when you say, do they help others? I think they stay with their person, but they'll help each other with their persons.
And it literally did. you showing up, his guardian angel, your guardian angel literally did help save that little girl's life
as well as
by
mine.
acting through you, but it still was very helpful to this other soul on her journey.
Now I ask, why did this have to happen? Why didn't you stop it? Why didn't you each stop it? Why did it happen to begin with? I was like, really? You know, you saved us, but look what we went through to get there. And I heard that the little girl needed to be saved through love because she didn't have a loving environment. I needed to save somebody because my husband had just recently died and I couldn't save him. And I saved her. And the man needed to learn to start slowing down so that later he wouldn't take lives driving.
Wow, that is so profound. And it's so interesting when you look at it more from a soul level, why things play out, because that's another thing I hear a lot, is that when people, particularly when children are harmed or there's sexual abuse, there's things like that. One of the things I will hear quite often is, well, where was God then? Why wasn't it, helpful then? But, I'm assuming we all have free will, and there's just certain things, like you said, in that particular scenario, she needed to be saved by love. You needed to feel like you were saving somebody that you couldn't. And he needed to learn a life lesson moving forward. So it kind of coordinated beautifully. And I would imagine that that may be true with any of the kind of hardships that we can face as a soul. Like sometimes it's war, sometimes it's
Yes.
sexual abuse, sometimes it's loss, tragedy, or illness, or whatever.
Yes. Yes. And I was told that if it's karmic, like they can't intervene. But if we need to learn a lesson, they can't stop the lesson because that's interrupting. However, they can lighten the load. They can soften it.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. That's so, so loving. Yeah, we could all use lightening a load sometimes. Our load's lightened, and that cushion, that beautiful cushion that comes in. Yeah. And do you know what ever happened with that little girl? Like, it sounds like you were teaching, but
No, I actually don't. I would be curious, but no. And what had happened though, I had just went back to teaching, so I was still traumatized, right? And then I experienced that within my first 2 weeks of going back to teaching. But like she said, I needed to save someone to help me with my grief.
yeah, it's very, very so powerful. Wow. So we're going to take another break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned. All right. Thank you for staying tuned. We are with Gloria Boysal. So again, Gloria, we are talking about the guardian angel, and yeah, so a message for people from the guardian angel, that everybody seems to have one. So what's the message that you've been hearing for the listeners?
That regardless of who you are, what you've been through, what you feel you have done or haven't done, any bad that you may decide you are, it's all unimportant regarding who you are and your guardian angel. You have a guardian angel regardless. Everyone has a guardian angel, that you are loved so unconditionally for infinity, that you will always have a guardian angel, no matter who you are, what you've done. And the guardian angels just want everyone to know, yes, you all deserve it without having to do or be anything.
So it's pure unconditional service, pure unconditional love.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
But as we've been talking, I'm just feeling more and more and more this altered state of that divine presence. It's pretty interesting how soothing it is. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very soothing.
Yeah. And so what else would you like to bring in? Like when people cross over, the meeting with their guardian angel, like what happens when somebody does cross over?
So the guardian angel then has a conversation. I don't know when exactly. I don't think it's immediately. I think you've been hanging out there a while. And the guardian angel, the two of you sit down like you're two best friends, and she talks with you about, what you've been through in life. And I say she because the energy feels so feminine. I really don't think they have a gender per se, but I don't know. But she talks with you and she's sharing with you, and you're both delighted to have that conversation. Like it just fills your hearts, you know. And then it feels like some guardian angels go back to earth at that time. Maybe they're complete with you, you're complete with them, so they're going to be someone else's guardian angel. However, it feels like some guardian angels, and it may be the ones that are staying with you when you come back, if I see them flying higher, and I'm not certain. It feels like they're going to some kind of learning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the learning is, but it feels like that's their evolution to continue to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And so what do you think happens? Like let's say the guardian angel is collaborating with spirit guides and I am presence and other higher beings, right? But what about with our loved ones? Because you also do a lot of work with deceased loved ones, people who've crossed over to your side. And, you know, how do you think that kind of pairs with or works with how the guardian angel can be of service, if need be, maybe not at all, with people who want to communicate from the other side or any unresolved business that might be there? Like sometimes people have unresolved issues with parents or children that have died or siblings or just whoever, you know what I mean?
Well, I see, I feel tears in my throat as you say that, because my nephew, who his death will be a year, and he was just 34, September 14th. And I've been praying for my brother who's having a difficult time now. And I see my guardian angel beside my nephew Billy, and I see talking to Billy. Now, maybe it's on my behalf. I would assume so, because it's my guardian angel, right? And then I see another guardian angel, and I can feel that it's my brother's guardian angel. And the two are talking to Billy. First, I saw just mine, and then I saw Buddy's come up. Wow. So I feel that there are no limits or no barriers to how the guardian angel can protect you. So the guardian angel can talk with deceased loved ones, cosmic beings, your tribe of light. It doesn't matter. The guardian angel will go where the guardian angel needs to go to be of service, to assist you from harm, be it mental, emotional, or physical harm.
Yeah, and that's something that, again, with high empaths or people who are highly intuitive and psychic, and because there's so much going on in the collective consciousness right now, the collective unconscious, that I do a lot of people who are concerned. They feel like there's entity energy or dark energy on the planet. You know what I mean? Like there's just such and we're all here together. So it's not like we don't feel it. Some people just are tuned in a little bit more. And I'm assuming, you know, with the guardian angel in terms of maybe on a more collective consciousness level, how it would work with the collective consciousness. Because a lot of times healers or people who work in community situations are tapped into the collective just naturally. It's just part of their soul's path. So when it comes to collective energy, community energy, running organizations, being an entrepreneur, that kind of thing, how the guardian angel works in community with others, again, kind of on your behalf, but but if you're involved in a community project of some sort, your guardian angel is kind of taking that journey too.
It feels like they work closely in those kind of situations with your tribe of light. And there's a lot of, it's so, I'm seeing just so much interaction. I almost can't tell who's who, like, because they're all so committed to making sure no harm comes, and to protect and to love and to guide whatever their position is. And it's like they're like this, like they become one almost, it feels like, although they don't, but there's so much energy. It wouldn't be like the guardian angel helping you with your community by the guardian angel self. It would call in that all these others say, here's what's going on. And I see a bunch of angels circling the earth hand in hand, and they're radiating light. And I think, oh, that is so cool. They're the guardian angels of the earth.
That was my next question around the earth itself. So yeah, so the earth also has its own guardian presence. Yeah.
I love that. It just touches my heart. Yeah, they're earth guardian angels, and there's more than one. So they fit around the earth, and they radiate this living light.
Living light, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that fascinating?
It's very fascinating. I love it. Yeah. So I imagine people who are very connected to the earth or working with trees or jungles or their land can call in the guardian angel of the earth, whatever guardian angel is in that area. So,
Yes.
one last thing before we complete here is, what's the best way for people kind of on their own to get in touch with their guardian angel? Like, is it as simple as calling them, or is there?
Yes. Just call them. Just think, that guardian angel knows me upside down and all around. That guardian angel knows me.
We have a couple minutes left. And again, if you want to get in touch with Gloria, you can get in touch with her through Gloria Boysal, BOYSAL @gmail.com. Reach her directly that way to join her guardian angel course that's coming up, or personal guardian angel session, or some of the any other of the mentoring work she does, and working with deceased loved ones, etc. Yeah, so I hope people kind of join in on that. But is there anything you want to call in for that? Like, if we just kind of completed in the last minute we have, just make a call to people's guardian angels to come in and around them. Like, if you were just to make a kind of a group call of people's guardian angels to be known, be felt.
It feels like it's as simple as saying, beloved guardian angels, be there now. Be there now. That's it. They're saying that's all you have to say. It's this
guardian angel, be there now.
There now. And when you say be there now, whew, they're there. Be there now. They want to keep it so simple for people, because they're saying some folks believe you have to complicate it, and you have to say a prayer a particular way, and you have to say certain words. And all it is guardian angel, be there now.
Got it. Wow, that's so beautiful. So yeah, wow. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. And it was lovely, just such a lovely energy. I'm going to stay tuned in with my guardian angel the rest of my life for sure. Super intimate, beautiful energy. And I do have a upcoming quest, September 1st through the 21st. It's a virtual quest, but it's going to be on happiness. So if anybody's interested in happiness, what it would be like to be in that happiness energy, and to really ground that into their life, you're welcome to go to mywildmagic.com. Again, that's mywildmagic.com. Join in for the September 1st to 21st happiness quest. Okay, well, thank you so much. And
thank you. It was a delight. It was a delight. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to My Wild Magic with me, your host, Adrienne Cobb. Each one of us has a soul purpose on this earth and a higher purpose full of creative expression and unique soul attributes. Make sure to tune in next week on transformationtalkradio.com to continue your journey home to your truest self and pursue the path of unconditional self-love. If you would like to learn more about me, visit mywildmagic.com. Again, that's mywildmagic.com.